What's up, Star Wars fans? My name is Josh and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars video. Alright guys, today I've got something really cool to talk about that should interest a lot of you. Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section down below, and without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Okay, so, speculation, leaks, and mind-blowing theories have flooded YouTube, Reddit, and the rest of the internet over the past couple of years, and especially over the past 7 months or so since Star Wars The Force Awakens hit theatres. Some theories became so popular that a lot of the Star Wars YouTubers would address them in videos, for example, Darth Plagueis as Snoke. But arguably the most popular theories have been of those surrounding none other than Rey Skywalker. Rey. In The Force Awakens we discovered that Rey appears to have no family. In fact, one of Rey's key plot points is that she's waiting on Jakku for her family, only to be told by Maz Kanata that whoever she is waiting for on Jakku is never coming back. Having said that, it was made pretty damn clear that someone in these movies is related to her. I mean, Jesus. But I digress. I'm not here to talk about Rey today. In fact, I'm going to talk about someone that I've seen little to no theories about, and that someone is Finn. You see, everyone seems to talk so much about who Rey's family could be, and while doing so, completely forgot about who Finn's family could be. Now, you may say that Finn is a bit of an empty page. After all, there's so much evidence proving that Luke Skywalker is Rey's father, and the same goes for Han Solo. But Finn, on the other hand, is a bit more tricky to analyse. Nevertheless, I have two Star Wars characters that we all know who I strongly believe could be Finn's father. I'm going to explain exactly why these two characters could be Finn's father, or I suppose just related to him, and how it could tie into Star Wars Episode 8. So, the first of the two characters is Lando Calrissian. Lando is a very clear option. Not only can I give you some reasonable points as to why Lando makes sense, I can also provide an apparent leak that I found on the internet, which could be fake, but I digress. So first of all, Lando is an awesome pilot. Lando and Nien Nunb, the fish guy, were the ones that blew up the second Death Star. Admittedly, it wasn't all that hard to do, as the weak spot was obvious and easy to infiltrate, but it's still a damn hard task to pull off and live to tell a tale. Finn is also a capable pilot. I mean, he only shot the guns in the TIE fighter he was in with Poe Dameron, and Rey was actually the one that piloted the Millennium Falcon while he used the turret, but I mean, maybe he just didn't get his time to shine. However, we know for a fact that he drove a snowspeeder on Starkiller Base in a chase scene which was cut from the movie, so that's something. Maybe we'll see Finn pilot a ship properly in Episode 8. It's possible. Lando is a smug, funny, and banterous character, and I see some of those features in Finn. Bear in mind that Finn was only just discovering himself in The Force Awakens. He was a stormtrooper all his life, and suddenly broke free of the First Order after witnessing the tragedy that unfolded at the Jakku village. Despite this, Finn shows to be a character who is witty, funny, and banterous, like father, like son. Finn also seems to get along well with Han Solo, who, as you probably know, was the best friend of Lando. It's also possible that Han Solo is aware that Finn is Lando's son, hence his tolerance and somewhat protection over Finn. This might seem like a bit of a weird one, but in a way it's actually quite cool. In The Empire Strikes Back, Chewbacca strangles Lando after Han is frozen in carbonite. Chewbacca does the same thing to Finn on the Millennium Falcon. Maybe there's some mirroring going on here, like, Lando is strangled by Chewie and so is Finn, his son. Bit of a stretch, but it's cool nonetheless. Alright guys, this next one is really interesting. I'm not sure if it's like legit or fake, confirmed, fake, whatever, but it is what it is, and what it is a screenshot of, an apparent kind of like jigsaw of Finn being sold on Amazon. And what it says right there is Lando Calrissian's son, in brackets when it says Finn. It says Finn, brackets, Lando Calrissian's son. And according to this screenshot, it's being sold by Disney Lucasfilms licensed. So take it as you will. I mean, to me it seems really fake. I'm not sure if it's been confirmed real or fake, but for some reason it's been kept really under the radar. Like, I've seen no one talk about this, but yeah, there you go. Alright guys, lastly, Billy Dee Williams is believed to be starring in Star Wars Episode 8. Despite no official confirmation of this has been apparent for a couple of years now. Plus, why wouldn't Lando appear in Episode 8? There's plenty of reasons to. Here, I'll give you one. Han Solo's funeral. I mean, where was he in The Force Awakens anyway? Maybe he exiled himself after the First Order took away his son. You never know. Okay, so it's time for the next character. The second character that I believe could be Finn's father is none other than Mace Windu. Alright, so first of all, I want to get this out of the way. Most of you are probably screaming, he f***ing died in Episode 3, you idiot! At your screen right now. However, Mace Windu is alive. I don't know about the canon stuff surrounding this, but I can tell you for a fact that Samuel L. Jackson says Mace Windu survived. And when he brought it up with George Lucas, George apparently said, I'm okay with that, you can be alive. Since Disney bought Star Wars, they might have killed Windu off, but for the sake of this theory, I'm gonna say he's alive. So how could Mace Windu be Finn's father? First of all, I have to bring up Finn using Luke's lightsaber. Sure, you could say Finn already had combat training, sure, you could say that anyone could wield a lightsaber, but to me it seems like Finn has some sort of connection to the saber. He instantly knows how to use it, and is competent in combat when he does. That to me shows he possesses a natural skill with a lightsaber, and potentially possesses the Force, just like Mace Windu, a very powerful Jedi. Another great point is that Finn broke out of the First Order because he has the Force. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. The stormtroopers are taken from an early age and brainwashed, manipulated, and physically and mentally pushed to support, fight, and die for the First Order. Despite this, Finn breaks free from the First Order, stating that it's the right thing to do, and openly expresses how tenacious and horrible the First Order is. This is probably just a guy doing something bold because he believes he has no choice, but to me, given that he surpasses the manipulation when nobody else did, hinting he may possess the Force. Another example of Finn potentially having the Force is in the village scene. As Kylo Ren walks towards his ship to leave Jakku, he turns to look at FN-2187 for no apparent reason. The common belief is that this happened because Kylo Ren knows that Finn refused to kill anyone. But there is a theory that Ren looked at Finn because he sensed the Force in him. Again, take that as you want it, but it makes perfect sense that Kylo Ren would sense the Force in Finn, causing him to stop dead in his tracks and stare at Finn. It also makes sense for Mace Windu to have a child with someone after Order 66, as there was a massive Jedi purge. This could have caused Mace Windu to abandon the Order and start a new life, potentially with a wife. Mace could have had Finn, only for Finn to be taken at an early age by the First Order. Finally guys, I finished with this. Mace Windu will be a perfect way to tie the prequel trilogy with the sequel trilogy. Most people, including myself, probably want the prequels to stay in, well, the prequels. But by God, would it be interesting for an old Mace Windu to appear in Episode 8? I mean, he would literally be over 100 years old, so he's probably dead anyway, but maybe he uses the Force to prolong his life. I mean, Yoda was over 900 years old, but I suppose that's down to his race. Anyway, regardless of Samuel L. Jackson appearing in the future movies, if they revealed Mace Windu to be the father of Finn, I think that would be fucking awesome. The same goes for Lando. So there you are guys, those are the two characters that I think could be the son of, with reasons. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions on this in the comment section down below, and give the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to me if you haven't already, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.